welcome to my porch. Long time no see from out here. I will tell you what, I really don't even need this jacket on, but there's just a little teensy-weensy bit of a breeze when I come out, so I thought, well, just in case, I'll throw it on. Is this supposed to be winter? This is a joke. It's like it's supposed to be in the 60s and back up in the 70s. It's already been in the 70s. Is it wintertime? Is it officially wintertime yet? I don't know, but if it's Christmas, it's winter. That's how I see it. So it's ridiculously warm this time of year. I hate it. I do get cold easier than I used to, but still, warm weather is for the spring and the summer. Cold weather is for the fall and the winter, and it's getting less and less and less. I don't like it. Listen, I'm in a mood today. This is the kind of mood I'm in, but not at people, at things. So, hold on, let me tell you my weight. That's what we're here for. So, I told you last week it was going to be bad. Let's just see how bad. I weighed in at 331.6 for a gain of 8.2, and that puts me at 45.5. I predicted 10 pounds, so I'm almost 2 to the good. I think had I not been on track starting Monday these past 3 days, it probably would have been 10 pounds. I don't know that I lost any weight these 3 days, but maybe I staved off gaining some more. I don't know. But I'm back on track. I'm back at it. Still doing simplyfilling. Trying to stay within points without tracking. I know. Tell me something that I don't know. I gotta track. I have got to track. It's just ridiculously hard for me. And you know what? That's funny, because that is really funny what I'm fixing to tell y'all. I better take a drink on how stupid I am. And don't be surprised if the leaf sucker don't come by. They were supposed to be by yesterday, but they was just down there at my cousin's house when I come out. So, and we got a big old lawn. The whole front ditch is full of leaves. The yard looks good, but the ditch is covered. So if the leaf sucker comes, we'll have to break and come back. But anyway. What I'm irritated at is my fire stick. I guess it's gone So I come in here this morning. I was fixing to make some of that Grace's oat bread. Now let me just tell you, first time I made it, I hated it. Second time I made it, I hated it. I'm like, but everybody likes it. I seen a picture on Facebook. It looks like a nice bread. I'm like, I'm going to try this. Something's got to give, because if other people can do it, I can too. So I decided instead of in the big loaf pan, I put it in my little loaf pans. And it worked. Now the pieces are skinny. The pieces actually, when you cut them, they're kind of like biscotti. But it come out like a bread, and they come out really nice. So I went in there this morning early, preheated the oven, went over there to turn Criminal Minds on Netflix. Well, the home screen for Fire Stick was huge. It was blurred out of the don't people know I am busy? I feel like I got coffee in my face. It was like outside of the picture of the TV, it was huge, and you couldn't get to everything on there. You just had to like move your cursor and hope that you were hitting it. So I go to Google, try to Google, see, okay, do this, do that. I did all the things Google said to try. I even tried my TV. There's no setting on my TV to change the ratios on the TV screen. So I'm 99% sure it's not my TV. Even though my TV needs to be replaced, it's got some bad spots on the screen. I don't think it's a size issue. So after I tried all that, it said your last resort is a factory reset. So y'all know what that entails. So I did a factory reset. Had to sign back in on the internet, you know, everything like that. Well, I could tell the screen when it come up telling me what to do was big. So I'm like, it didn't fix it. Guess what? It did not fix it. So I at least got it to where David can watch TV until mine comes today. So I went right on Amazon. Was a $42. I did not feel like spending for a new Fire Stick, but what you're gonna do when your life revolves around TV, you're gonna get TV. So it actually said it'd be delivered today, which I guess that's a benefit of having a warehouse in your town. So it's just about 6 o'clock. So maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's the Fire Stick and not my TV, because $42 Fire Stick, even though I want a TV really, really bad, that's a cheaper fix than a whatever, how much a TV goes for, depending on what kind you get, I reckon. I think if we get one, we'll go to maybe Sam's or BJ's. I think they got good deals. We've just kind of scrolled past them. We haven't really looked, and we just kind of saw some of the prices, and they weren't bad. Would have been nice to get one on Black Friday because you can get some really cheap. But we like Samsung. We're partial to Samsung TVs because the ones we have lasted for it. This one we got now, I think RJ bought it for us in 2009, 2010, something like that. We've had it a long, long time. And the other TVs, I know one's a Samsung. I'm not sure what the other one is. Holly gave it to me. She let me have it from the craft room. So anyway, that is what I'm irritated at this morning. I'm pretty much over it since I got one coming. Can you see my Christmas lights in the window? I think you can. We're gonna take them down this weekend. Listen, it's kind of, you hear the birds? It's kind of a drizzly day. It's not really raining, and I can't see good enough to see if it's drizzling, but maybe it's kind of misty and dark and cloudy. I love it. So what we will talk about today, because I can't think of nothing fun to talk about, so we'll talk about business. We'll talk shop. Shop is the business of weight loss. That's what we're all here for. We already discussed this week is our week of affirmations, and we're supposed to be saying affirmations every day. And I said, oh, I think I can do that. Well, guess what? I forgot I was supposed to be doing that. But I do have some affirmations that are good to say to ourselves during this weight loss journey that we are. And I'm going to tell you what. Well, we'll talk about this, and then we'll talk about that in a minute. So mine that I want to say every day is I have the ability to achieve my goals. I know I have the ability because I've done it before, and as long as I don't give up, I can do it again. Giving up ain't no option. Y'all let me repeat that. Giving up ain't no option. So here is some that I wrote down. Number 1, I enjoy how I feel when I stay on track. Tell yourself that you do enjoy it. Sometimes it's like pulling teeth, and sometimes we hate it with a passion, despise it. Tell yourself that you enjoy how it feels when you stay on track. When I went up to the VV in Mooresville the other day, sorry, I've got to do some drinking this morning. Not that kind of drinking. I told y'all on my haul, some of you don't watch my hauls, so I'll tell you, I was starving. I had to go to the bathroom, so I have a QT. It's my favorite bathroom spot. QT and sheets. If I'm on the road, I will hold it until I find a QT or sheets. Bottom line, it would have to be a major emergency to get me to stop anywhere else. I can't help it. Those are my favorite places. Well, QT has good food. Like, the food on the rollers. They have a little, I don't know if you call it a snack bar, I don't know what you call it, where you can order little sandwich things and pizza. They have a donut case. They have all the snacks that you could ever want. They have drinks. Like I said, I could have got me a fountain Pepsi because y'all know fountain Pepsi is my thing. Love a fountain Pepsi. Well, I got a pack of 2 boiled eggs, one of them giant pickles that I could not eat the whole thing. I just could not. I pickled myself out. And a diet peach iced tea. And I'm going to tell you what, it absolutely felt good to stay on track. I was going down the road, and I was like, you know what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing the right thing. not giving in just because it was easy to do. So tell yourself, even though you're hating it, you don't like it, you wish you didn't have to do it, because I wish I didn't, but I do. I got myself here, and I'm the only one that's going to get myself out. Tell yourself that you enjoy what it feels like when you do stay on track. Number 2, I will not strive for perfection, and I will learn from my mistakes. That is where we get in trouble. Tell yourself you're not striving for perfection. There is no such a thing. There is no such a thing as perfection. Not in life, and not in this weight loss journey, and not in our eating, that is for sure. I don't know. Listen, if you got your eating down perfect, my guess is you're not on a weight loss journey. And then I don't think there's no such a thing. And when you do make a mistake, when you fall off track, when you eat something you're not supposed to, when you do whatever, learn from it. Learn how not to do it again. Learn how it made you feel when you did mess up. Learn how good you felt when you're on track, and then when you got off track, how bad it made you feel. Like, not guilty bad, like, bad. Listen, I have had the buzz ever since he was on vacation and Christmas come up. That's where all this weight came from. He was on vacation, and then Christmas, and we ate like we were going to the electric chair. Not necessarily in volume, but in good. You know how you're sitting on death row and they say, what's your last meal? You go pick something good. You're not going to pick a peanut butter sandwich unless that's what you crave. I'm saying you're going to pick the good, fattening, just sweet, delicious food. That's what we did. We picked the death row food. Maybe I shouldn't joke about that, but that's how it is. I have learned, and hopefully, I will say, hopefully I won't make that mistake again, but I will. I will make it again. But I know that eating that way makes me feel gross. So that's what I've learned from not being perfect in the food department. Number 3, it doesn't matter what other people say or do. It only matters how you react. I can't stress this enough. There was a time in my life I was going through something really the word bad is kind of like a dumbed down word for what I'm trying to think of. It's a very emotional, trying time in my life. And when it turned around, I kid you not, when it turned around is when I told myself, change the way you react to the situation you're in and the things that are happening to you. Change the way you react to them. So instead of going all crazy, I decided, okay, kind of like number 2, what am I going to learn from this? How am I going to change me? How is my reaction going to change? My thought process going to change instead of that knee-jerk reaction, which I pretty much have to everything. I have a terrible case of the knee-jerks. And I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and they don't always come out in a demure manner. I guess is the way to put it. Y'all might be surprised to know that Miss Kim's got a side. I don't want to show it to you. You'd run scared. But that is how that relates to weight loss journey. I can't sit here right in this very moment and say I know. But I know that in your life's journey, work on how you react to the things around you rather than how you want to react immediately. Your first instinct. Take time to sit back and think on it. Assess the situation. I will not give up. I will do the hard thing. That's what I was saying a while ago. Whatever I was talking about, something being easy, the easy way out. Well, no. I will not give up. I will not give up. I want to give up. If I sat here and told you I didn't want to give up, I'd be lying like a rug. because I want to give up. I want to quit. But I know if I do, look at this 8 pounds I gained in 1 week. That's going back to eating like we used to. We didn't care. We ate out. I baked the pound cakes and the banana puddings and the coconut cakes and the cobblers and you name it. We had it. We had dessert on that counter every day. There was something I cooked every week, baked, whatever, a sweet. There was a dessert sitting on that counter in that refrigerator for every day. And we ate out. We didn't care. We, at one point, were eating Taco Bell every single weekend. The middle of the night, 1 o'clock, that's when I could stay awake. And we'd be watching TV. And we'd be like, you want some Taco Bell? Yeah. So David would make a run to Taco Bell every Saturday night. Did y'all see that? I don't know what that was. As long as it don't come back. So I know if I give up and go back to the old ways, I'm going to be the old fat. I'm not going to be pushing 400. I'm going to be over 400. And I can't go there. I can't go the opposite way of what I need to do to get some new knees. And I think about that even when I was screwing up over vacation and Christmas. Because I told you before I wasn't struggling. Struggling implies that you're trying. You're trying something and you're struggling to accomplish it. I was not trying. I really was not. But the whole time in the back of my mind, I was thinking, you dumb girl. What are you doing to your knee situation? You're just screwing it up. There goes up to that other one. I got to learn from my mistakes. My mistakes are, don't go back, don't give up. Do the hard thing. The hard thing is not eating the crap. It's harder to not eat it than to eat it, obviously. You just pop it in your mouth and go on about your business. But it's hard to keep trying in the face of everything that you screw up or that comes your way that's not your fault. There are genetics involved. There are medicines involved. There's diseases involved. There's all kinds of things that can cause you to gain weight. But that don't mean you give up trying. That means you fight in the face of adversity. I don't have a choice. So I will not give up, and I expect y'all not to give up. If I can't give up, y'all can't give up. That's not fair. Y'all don't want to go back to where you were. Even if you're at goal and you're still trying, you keep trying to stay there. Don't give up. You don't want to go back. You don't want to lose your goal. If you're somewhere like me, way on up in the numbers, don't give up because you don't want your numbers to go back up. You want them to go down. So we will not give up and we will do the hard thing. The hard thing is trying to stay on plan and trying to eat the way we should eat. This is the last one that I was thinking of. I will say no to the things that are not good for my body and mind, like negative thoughts. Things that are not good for you, toxic people and relationships, toxic food, which is all the sugar. Sugar is toxic. I told you before, I will tell you again. You need more sugar, said no one ever. There's not one single, if you know it, then tell me. Call me out, tell me I'm wrong. There's not one single positive thing sugar can do for your body. Other than a sugar scrub on your skin, that's good. Eating sugar, not one single solitary positive thing can come out of eating sugar. If you know one, let me know. And don't tell me because it gives me a high and it makes me feel good. That's not positive. That's not, no. You heard me. So, negative thoughts. The way we think about our body. Don't be thinking negative about your body. Listen, I'm guilty of it. I'll be like, oh, girl, you so big. But then I'll be like, and when I think about what people think, ain't that what other people say or do? Listen, all these I didn't realize all these was tying in together. I like that. every single time. I've told y'all, and I will tell y'all till the cows come home. You get out there and stretch your stuff. I don't care what you look like, how big you are, what you think about yourself. You got every right to be on this planet as anybody else does. And you don't worry about what people think about you. Live your life. Speaking of living your life, let me show you. You can't see it, but got my tattoo. I'll have my bandage on for, I don't know, a couple weeks. Give it good enough time to heal, then we'll look at it. You can't see it now because of all the ink and the weepy and all that stuff. But yeah, the negative thoughts. Don't let other people's negative thoughts influence you, but don't let your own negative thoughts influence you. And don't do the bad food. Don't do that, because that's not good for your body. If you exercise, don't stop exercising. I need to exercise because I know it would be good for my heart. It would be good for my flexibility, for stretching my muscles. Listen, when I crawled in bed yesterday, because when I wake David up, I'll crawl in bed and we'll lay there and talk about 5 minutes, and then he'll get up and get his shower, and I'll finish supper, whatever I have to do. But I laid there and I stretched my leg across like my body, and it was stretching that glute muscle. It felt so good. I'm like, why don't I try to do this more often? Make time for myself. Do the hard thing. Now, what I was going to talk about a while ago, when I said I have the ability to achieve my goals, it made me think of, y'all know Dish with D. If you don't, go check out Dish with D. She's got I think it's called Reboot Your Booty Challenge for 2022. Reboot Your Booty. And she was talking the other day about picking a word, because we did a collab probably 2 years ago, a bunch of us, of our word of the year. I'll try to link it at the end of the video. I can't remember I done forgot my word. But it was a good word. So she was challenging everybody to come up with a word for the year, something that embodies how you feel, how you're going to approach the year. The word that I came up with that just immediately came to mind was capable. So my word of the year is capable, and it came out of my affirmation that I have the ability. I have the ability. I am capable. I know that I am. I've done it before. Lord help us all, I've been doing it for now 4 years now. I feel like I ain't getting nowhere really fast, but I proved I can do it. Even though I'll fall off, I've proved that I can get back on. Time and time again. As many times as I fall off, I will dog paddle my way back. I know I am capable of doing this. David tells me, he says, honey, you can do it. And I'll find myself with the negative thoughts like, I don't know, I don't think I can. But I have to go back to the positive thoughts and just know that I am capable. So I would also challenge you, along with her, to come up with a word that embodies what you want to see for the year of 2022. I forgot what I was going to say. It must not have been too good. So I get, there's a bird. I can tell I'm trying to, he's showing me his behind. What's the bird that's got the little thing on the back of his head? That's what that was. It looked like a woodpecker head. That's what it looked like. I don't think it was a woodpecker, but that's what it looked like. It's nice to be out here and see the birds and hear the birds. Listen, it's like spring of the year. It is like it's been cold, if you can call it that, and then it's transitioning into spring of the year. Listen, I was out yesterday just with my tank top on, I didn't need no jacket. None whatsoever. Got my air conditioner on right now. It got up to 71 degrees. I can't be living in no 71-degree house. I keep my house on 68 year round. Now, if it does get cold, I'll crank it up to 70. If it's really cold outside, otherwise, it's on 68. I leave it there. I think it is raining. Something's dripping off my house. Anyway, I think that's all I know today. I don't know no good stuff. I think getting positive about our weight loss journey is good stuff. So, anyway, that's all I know. So that's my weigh-in. Big old 8.2 pounds. I'm gonna have a weight loss. Oh, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to call up no jinx. But I plan on having a loss next week because I'm sticking my behind on the right track. I've already made some. I bought them bananas, and I should have not bought them. Oopsie. I should have not bought them while we was vacating our healthy eating. Because we didn't eat very many bananas because we had so much other crap food to eat. So my bananas got too ripe to eat, just out of hand. I don't like them when they're ripe and mushy. But I will put them in a baked good. So I made some dish with these cream of wheat bread and some Jones Point Plate banana bread. And I'm going to put those in the freezer. I got them wrapped up, which I'll probably eat one today, and then put the other ones in the freezer to pull out. And then what I was making this morning is some Grace's oat bread for some non-sweet bread. Just doing whatever. Toast it, put, some butter spray on it, cinnamon sugar on it if you do want it sweet. The cream cheese you make with the Greek yogurt, spread that on there with some seasoning on top of it. Just eat it plain, however you want to do it. So that's what I'm going to go back in there and do now, because my oven's been preheated for an hour while I've been fooling with that blasted Amazon Fire Stick, which I do enjoy the Fire Stick because it gives me the Netflix and Pluto TV. Okay, have I told you about Pluto TV? I think I did. I'm going to tell you again. Go check out Pluto TV for the old school programs. Got my Matlock up on there. They actually had, I was looking for In the Heat of the Night. I thought, well, let me check there. All they had was the pilot, the first and second part of the pilot, no regular shows. But still, they got Matlock, so that's good enough for now. Hopefully, somebody will pick up In the Heat of the Night. So, I'm going to go in there, see if I can download Netflix. Right now, Andy Griffith's on. I might just leave that on and I think I will. I'm just not going to download Netflix until the new one comes. Ain't no sense to download it for a part of the day. Nah. I'll just watch Andy. Hold on. That Mack truck made me think. David got pulled over. Well, he didn't get pulled over. He got detained, whatever you want to call it. He just come in the door yesterday. He goes, well, DOT got me. I'm like, what? Him and another Southeastern driver, when they go through the scales, they'll pick and choose who they want to pull over and just pull a random on, right? So he pulls up to the window. They notice he's got hazmat placards. Let me see your papers. So he gives them the papers. Pull over there. So they come over, and he said they do everything. They make you blow your horn, check your lights, all the things. He said it's just like when you get a pull over for something on the highway, doing like a license check or something. They just do a check on your truck, and he didn't have any violations, so he still had to turn paperwork into his shop, just so they can turn it in, but he didn't get any kind of violations, so, which there's nothing he should get, because he checks his truck. He don't drive off that. He checks his truck. He knows what he's driving. You better know that's right. So anyway, that's all I know. Is there anything else about him? I don't think so. Oh, he did. Let me tell you this. I am not having no hog jails for New Year's Day, and I am distraught. For as long as I can remember, I have had hog jails for New Year's Day because that's what we eat. No, nobody has them. Food Line's the only store we can find them at. And I sent it. He went to 3 Food Lines yesterday. He said they didn't even have a spot for them. There must be some kind of hog jowl shortage, something in the pig industry. So I sent him down to the farmer's market, the Farm Fresh. I said, they got like country ham and stuff like that in there. Get me some ham hocks while you're there too. Well, he couldn't find no hog jowls. And he didn't get the smoked ham hocks, which I asked him, did they have them? He said no. So if you watched my lima bean soup, he got me the sliced ham hocks, which is still the same part of the pig. It was just cured like a country ham. But I'm going to tell you what, it turned out delicious. If you like lima bean soup and you have not watched that video, you better go watch that video. Because I'm going to tell you what, that's some good stuff right there. I think I hear the leaf sucker. So that might be time for me to close up. But anyway, while he was there, he did get my collard greens. Because y'all know I told you I forgot to get my collard greens. And I said, well, we'll just eat the ones in the freezer. But it's better with fresh. So he said, they look good. So I brought them home. I was like, good job. So, all right. Well, that is all I know. And I will see you in my next video.